straight. All right, let's get it in. Um, Welcome to the Two for Two podcast, episode number 2. I am your host, Rivers. I'm here today with some of my most blessed friends and co-hosts. We got Davies over here. Davies, what up?
Great job, bro. What's going on?
All right, we got Mice one in the building. Mice, how you doing, man? What's going on?
What's going on?
All right. Today we're gonna get right into some shits. This Jordan documentary that's been on my mind. Yeah, that's been on my mind for some days now. We gotta get straight into this. So, over the weekend, I think what it was, Sunday, the 19th.
Sunday.
Yeah. The infamous Jordan documentary Last Dance premiered on Netflix and on ESPN. What do y'all think? Like, I want to hear some of y'all thoughts on like the first 2 episodes of this documentary, because I have a lot to unload, especially with Scotty. Oh,
Scotty's what everyone wants to talk about.
Yeah, anyway, y'all want to go first, or y'all want to dive into this?
The doc was a solid one. I mean, like, I don't really know how many people would really know about that era of Bulls, because, everyone, back in the day, everybody was Bull fans. Even if they scared to admit it now, everyone's a Bull fan. And if I grew up in 91, well, I born 91, so I grew up, like, toward the ending part of the three-peat, and there's still some of the games that I could remember even, like, sitting up watching on TV. Bro. It's really interesting to see the backstory of that with the seeing Jerry Krause playing all type of wives. So I'm looking forward to finishing that, bro. That could be it for real.
Well, for me, personally, I like the documentary. I feel it was good for what's happening right now. I feel like people needed to rely on a superhero or some type of moral character or something they could, look after. And I think Jordan kind of feel that. So with that said, the documentary for me, it was fulfilling. I enjoyed it. I like the angles that they attack. I like, some of the in-depth things that we would have never know but Jordan, you know what I mean?
Right.
And me being a Jordan fan, well, before, me being a Jordan fan.
Oh, Kobe. You can say it, bro.
It was a lot of new stuff that I learned, you know what I mean? In depth. So I was appreciative for it, and I'm looking forward to the 3 and 4 that's coming out this Sunday. So
right.
It was thumbs up. I enjoyed it.
I didn't get into much of what next week episode could be about, or the 2 episodes this week, sorry, but coming up. But for me, I was kind of anticipating, like, I already knew what they could have been talking about, especially with the Jerry Cross situation. I felt like because I have a book on Phil Jackson. He spoke a lot about that whole season, the last season, in his book. So I knew kind of what was going on in the organization in terms of them trying to break that group up early. You know what I mean? To try and set up for, like, I guess, to rebuild. What I didn't know, because he didn't talk in depth about it, was the Scottie Pippen situation. To me, it kind of like, Scotty, you a little better than that now, Scotty, in terms of like the selfishness of the whole thing, because I felt like, I understand he was upset about the contract and all of that, and him not getting paid what he thought he deserved, but like, he put the success of the team in the back burner. You know what I mean? And I think, like, when you do that, especially when you know what y'all are capable of and what y'all trying to achieve,
But
that was kind of foul to me on his hands.
You feel like you could really blame Scotty, though? I mean, like, back when he initially, from what I gathered from the documentary, back when he originally signed the contract, I mean, I mean, back in the day, things was different. So he trying to sign an extended contract. He is ready in love with the team, whatever the case may be, the environment is going in. So, I mean, for the front office, not to, try and renegotiate that, knowing that he is one of the top 2 or top 5 players in the league at the time, like, I can't really blame him, bro. I mean, I can see why you would blame him on being selfish or whatever, but I can't really blame him, though.
No,
that's just speaking.
I don't.
Professional athlete's point of view, bro.
Don't get
that. See what I said?
You know what? You know what? If I could jump in real quick.
Yeah.
It just show you the 2 different parallels. It show you like what Mike was, you know what I mean? Like what his drive and what his determination was and what his thing was. But then it also show you the side B of it. You know what I mean? Like the Pippen side.
Right.
Pippen. Like he come in not really that he wanted to be the best. He come in more on that financial type of.
Right.
You know what I mean? His drive was a little bit different than Jordan drive. Not saying, you know what I mean, they didn't. That's why they kind of, I guess, blend well together. But you know what I mean? Jordan had to prove like he was the best every night, and Pippen was really playing for a lot. You know what I mean? So he had to like really prove he was the second best player in the league, but he wasn't getting paid for it. So
and that's why I don't fault. Don't get me wrong. I don't fault Pippen for him wanting to renegotiate his contract. But when you look at it from a business standpoint, they're not going to do that, because you always have the business part of it is they're always going to look at their interests and what they're going to get out of it. There's no incentive there for them to renegotiate his contract. It's his fault that he signed the shitty deal. So you can't then get mad because now you feel like, okay, I should be getting paid more. And
at the time,
to me, but I don't blame him. I don't blame him for feeling that way. But at the end of the day, I don't never take the side of someone putting their own personal, I would say his own personal gain or whatever he wanted over the success of the team, especially when you know it's a championship caliber team and y'all could possibly take it over the mountain, which they have previous years. You know what I mean? But it shows you, like Mike said, I think 3 different perspectives, because it was the business side, then it was the athlete trying to push for what he deserved or what he thought he deserved, and then it was Michael Jordan, the man who was driven to be the greatest or to be the greatest in the game at that time. But to me, the documentary was outstanding. And if Michael, in fear of the doc making him look some type of way, like that doc, I didn't think.
It ain't kind of show you like Mike would like really and truly like put anyone under the bus just to be the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, you get that feel like he's one of them type, bro. Like he'll, you know what I mean?
That was his sole focus. And that's why him and Claus couldn't get along, because he noticed that from him. And for me, I felt like the owner of the Bulls, he still went ahead with his own ego and hired Claus after they already told him about his personality and how he isolates the players and isolates like just people in general. So he was looking for that disaster from the break. And to be honest with you, I just always felt like teams like the Bulls and teams like Oklahoma City, the Thunders, they sole drive is, I don't think to win, more so than to gain revenue. You know what I mean? Because they such small markets. But when you like Jordan say, when you see a franchise or a group of individuals come in and sacrifice what they sacrifice to get your team to a successful pinnacle, like you should have the respect for that.
Yeah.
I mean the backtrack on the Scottie Pippen deal or whatever, but I know we're talking about the market and the whole business perspective of the NBA. you got to look at it, and I ain't saying he's right, but I just saying like you got to look at it from his perspective on the business side. Like I say, when he initially signed the deal, was way back in the day where I guess he was persuaded or he thought like, yeah, this gonna be a good deal. Like with a good team, we ready win rings. We about to win more.
We already know other papers is look to you. Not to cut you off, but we know other papers look to you where you will, like, you excited to sign. That's how a lot of artists, like musical artists, get caught up in these bad contracts. They just that paper there and they ready to sign. But
it was 7 years. He wasn't looking at 6 or 7.
7, right? Exactly. Right there.
So
right there, yeah. And that's
it was a bad decision. It was a bad decision. Like, but
I can't disagree that it was a bad decision. But like I say, if it's his decision that, hey, I recognize now my quote unquote worth in the NBA. I top 5 player. Y'all ain't paying me. I can put myself on the market, bro. I can get that bread.
It's a bad decision. It's making a bad decision.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. That was a bad decision on his end. So, let me ask you a question. Y'all think, because watching a documentary, right? Had they, I know Mike said it at the time. You think he would have walked for real if they didn't bring Phil back for the last year?
I think so, bro. I think so. Jordan a jackass, bro. You see how he be talking? He be serious, bro. What he be saying? I think he would have dipped, bro.
You didn't get a dip?
I think he would have dipped, bro.
Yeah.
And that would have been some selfish shit. You don't think so?
Yeah.
Or let me leave Jessica Philly and coaching. That's some selfish
what?
shit. Everybody else on the team, bro.
He would have actually cost Phil Jackson to be the highest paid coach in the NBA history.
Yeah. I said the same thing.
If that did happen.
If that did happen.
They would have not want. Jordan was the face of the league. They would have do anything for that man to stay in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But they was willing to sacrifice that. Like, they was willing to make him unhappy just for the betterment of that team.
Jerry Krause would have got fired.
I don't know.
Fire, bro. I don't even know how.
Yeah.
If he didn't fire Phil Jackson, bro, he would have got fired, bro.
I can believe it.
Krause. Boy, I think Krause had his
Jordan wasn't playing, boy. They would have rather let go Krause.
I think Krause had his hand. He had too much of a grip on the organization. Like what he was doing. I credit him for putting together a great team because he put together a great dynasty.
Yeah, don't
get me wrong. He put together one of the best.
Also, brought Phil Jackson into the coaching business too.
Exactly. So don't get me wrong on that. But I felt like he had like all the faults in the organization was solely around him and the owner. Like bad management. That's the typical. That's the pinnacle right there of bad management. Like players not trusting the organization and the people in the office.
Quick fact: Jerry Krause actually hired Phil Jackson.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I said.
I know.
Bring him into the league coaching.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good documentary. Looking forward to this week.
Looking forward. That's for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't look at the preview of it, but fuck it, I know it could be good. I know it could be good. So, what about y'all? Got anything y'all want to talk about? Because I won't go into this potential 50 on Jah Rule Instagram verse for verse battle. What y'all think about that? Like, if that was to happen, we know from the circumstances behind that beef. Like that was no play beef.
Yeah,
that was some real shit. You know what I mean?
I don't think Ja Rule stand a chance against 50 battle like that though. That's just my humble opinion. I don't know.
Hold up, lyrics?
Yeah. No, we talking hits, lyrics, all of the above. Really, like.
I don't rate Ja Rule over 50 Cent though.
Ja Rule is a better rapper than 50 Cent though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Now 50. like
No,
see,
now. When you're talking rapping, I think Jah is a better rapper.
yeah.
When it comes to discography, like catalog, 50 have a bigger catalog than Ja Rule.
See, and then on top of that, um, Get Rich or Die Trying is 10 times platinum.
Yeah,
That's a diamond album. So automatically you could be like, ain't nothing could equate to that or
right.
stand up to that. But um, a little bit of info for you, Davies. Ja Rule for his album, Vidi Vidi Visai, I Came, I Saw, I Conquered.
Mm.
That was a really, really
That was
good album.
that was a
That
dope
that,
album.
that kind of like put Ja Rule, you know what I mean? Like
Don't make some
solidify him.
50
Now,
Cent.
now I give you a little bit more history. Now,
Mm.
after maybe Ja, maybe third album, that's when he switched up and he started to do a lot more of the singing stuff.
Mm.
You went round
Now,
up.
50 came out, 50 clowned him for singing, but 50 whole second album was
Singing,
basically singing.
especially the
Yeah.
massacre, like the
Right,
massacre.
that's
Get
the
that shit
second
out of
album.
here. Yeah,
That's the second album. So, you know what I mean? Like he discredited Ja Rule for what he was doing because it was hot at that time. That's just like they start a whole generation now because niggas sing and rap.
rap, right.
You know what I mean? And Ja Rule was like kind of doing that. You know what I mean? Which was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So,
I still don't rate him over 50 Cent, bro.
boy, that's a tough one.
Why
That's a
you say
heads
that?
up one.
I see why you say that. 50 is more 50 persona. His
I
aura is tougher. So you would say that.
I could give. I'll give. I'll give 50 the edge. Um, and that's only because of the discography in terms of Ja Rule and his catalog. But like Ja Rule's have bigger hits, like a lot more hits when it comes to 50. Like if you go with, let's say you go with Always on Time, or
There you go.
like what 50 could play next to that? 21 questions. What?
Like me and like
So it could be
like R&B vibes. Yeah, but if you're talking about rapping or like lyrics like bar for bar, like bro, I don't know, bro. I don't really listen to that much Ja Rule, bro. So
Ja Rule, Ja Rule.
I'm not in hiding or something, bro. No, but I don't. You don't do it for me, bro. You don't do it for me. Like I cannot spit you no Ja Rule line right now, bro.
And then
50 gets some way he's lyrical.
Yeah.
He got one or two ways lyrical, like lyrical, but not, you know what I mean? Like Many Men. I'll give you a perfect example. Many Men wasn't lyrical, but it told you more of a story.
Story, right.
So I feel 50 is kind of better when he tells the story, to be honest with you. If you look at the majority of his songs or the hits that you like, they kind of...
Listen, I try and understand, bro. So him telling the story isn't being lyrical? Like, what is your definition of being lyrical?
No, I didn't say he isn't lyrical. I'm saying that he is a better storyteller than he is using lyrics or using words. He would tell a story better. He would sum it up better. He ain't like, spitting like flames, like no lines that you tripping out over.
Like word playing.
So how you feel about like the stage presence? Like if you used to book an artist, who you think people show up to? Like more people show up to
stage presence. Well, 50 got more people show up now at this time. So you got to look at moments too. Are you talking back then or now?
Well, I know them two in different eras or whatever the case may be. So I mean, at their peak, like who you think would bring in more of a crowd?
I think
like if you you gotta bring someone in for your concert.
It depends on what I'm looking for. I think Ja would bring, like, he have better of a stage presence at his pinnacle. Because the songs, more of his songs were like radio songs and songs that you would hear like on TV.
Right.
You know what I mean? 50 only had a few of them. 50 had more club bangers. But Ja Rule had, like, in terms of hits, radio play, and stuff like that, I would have gone, and Ja peak, I would have gone with Ja Rule. With stage presence.
respect that. Like I say, I don't really listen to that much Ja Rule, bro. So I don't really, I can't really speak too much on it without being biased, bro.
I still could give 50 the edge over like if they go verse for verse.
Yeah.
Like I say, because of his discography, because 50 could go into his mixtape bag as well. And
what's the last song you heard 50 Cent's rap on?
Me? Me?
Any of y'all.
The last one I heard was him and Chris Brown. What's it called? The song with him and Chris Brown. I think that was just last year. Had to have been just last year.
No Juliet, that's what you talking about?
What in there?
No Romeo, no Juliet, or something like that.
No, let me look it up. I can look it up.
Okay. See, now that's the last thing y'all heard 50 Cent's rap on?
That's the last thing I heard.
Steven, that's the last time you heard 50 Cent rap?
Probably, bro. I probably heard something like that too, but
I'm the man. Right, that's...
Oh, man,
he had like 3 songs since that. Quick fact, since he had like 3 songs since that.
Yeah, but I hear him. I've been listening to 50 music.
50 Cent most recent song is actually on the Griselda album. It's called City on the Map.
He was featured or that's...
He was featured on Griselda's album.
All right.
It's called Griselda.
Yeah, I know Griselda, Mike.
And
they got to know Griselda.
Yeah, well, Steve may not know. I mean, Davies may not know. So
City on the Map.
His verse on City on the Map, 50 still sound like he rapping in 03, bro.
And see, that's why I wish I could have played the music.
He still have a 03 flow, Davies. Like he hasn't switched it up at all.
So it's the last. Well, I mean,
and that's last month. Griselda album came out
2019, I think.
No, that came out the start of this year.
No, by 2019. I think they.
Google it, Jack,
I have it on my phone.
And bro, at least by man still relevant, bro. When last Ja Rule was on something.
That is true.
So I can't even tell you, bro. I know Ja Rule was singing songs with J-Lo and Ashanti and things.
And they was hits.
Yeah, they was hits. Yeah. Like you can't even shit on them.
You can't even clown them.
You can't shit on them.
Them type of vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know J-Lo sang that song to the Super Bowl. She just didn't have Ja Rule piece. Actually sing the song. All right. And everyone was waiting on Ja Rule to pop out somewhere behind the song.
You know, he ain't popping out nowhere.
Couldn't have thought that.
On them finish.
This album, when this dropped? This album came out November 29, 2019.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Griselda?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I have it on my phone. I have this on my phone. You watch any y'all see the Prem versus RZA?
No. I have not seen that.
You see it, Mike?
I know.
I see some clips from it.
I saw some clips. Who you had, like, when you heard about it, who you had winning it? I had RZA going, taking that from the top. Like, from I heard it.
Well, I mean...
Like I said, I stay on it too long. I saw, probably the first 30 minutes.
2 of them have classic New York beats.
Yeah.
You know, RZA actually is the whole sound of Wu-Tang.
Really. Exactly. So
a lot of that old school hip hop New York sound. That's why them two kind of match. I guess that's why they put them two together, because they was in that era at the same time.
Same time, right?
Supreme do a lot of stuff for like Nas and AZ and The Firm and
Big L and stuff like that.
Right, stuff like that. So, I mean, I feel it was a pretty even match battle. You know, for me, personally, I'll rap on a Prem beat. But I do like RZA's shit though. I'm So Appalled, the song with Kanye. That's you know, that's my shit. I like that. So you know, I fuck with Wu-Tang. I fuck with Wu-Tang.
That's some shit. But yeah, like I say, RZA, I had RZA winning that, going, well, edging him out from the break. I think I watched like the first 30 minutes of it. A lot of great shit. I even forget. Preem did the song with well, he did that beat for KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
What song that is?
I forgot the name of it. You put me on the fucking spot like that. Now I gotta go look for that. I gotta go look for that now. But yeah, that was a dope battle.
Yes, y'all.
I
KRS-One. That
right.
one?
Yeah. I gone into I was more interested in that baby face and
On Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley.
That was a good ass battle.
That was a classic. But until it fucked up, I think I didn't get to finish watch it because their server went down or something like that.
That's a lot of music like we grew up on. At least I grew up on. So that was good. I like all of them songs. Like
you really think Teddy stood a chance though? Because before huh?
Yeah, but Teddy on his own, but that was two different type of yes, but
Mice, the score was when I left, the score was 11, I think 11-7, 2 draws. And Babyface didn't even get to his hits yet. Like he was giving you hits what he gave to other people or like music what he wrote for other people.
Mm.
I credit Teddy Riley because Teddy had a lot of that new jack sound. Yeah,
sound.
Yeah, he had a lot of that new jack sound.
We weren't about the writing credits, though. We weren't about the sound. That's what it's supposed to be about, by sound.
Yeah, I credit him a lot on that. He had that new jack sound like that. What his name? Bobby Brown. He had a lot of that, like that shit. That was some good shit. But I wish the server didn't go down on that one. But that was amazing.
We crashed the internet, bro.
Yeah, that was amazing because that was getting really big. Like that was one of the best ones. That was the best one I seen. I think from who's the one I watched last week? Last week it was a really good one. Last 2 weeks ago it was a really, really, really good battle they had.
Who? Timberland and Swiss Beats?
No, that didn't catch me that much. I started it. Timberland and Swiss Beats didn't catch me that much. But who? Oh yes. Jonte Austin and Neo.
Dallas Austin.
No, Jonte.
All right.
Jonte Austin and Neo. That was good.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that shit at all.
You didn't see that? Mm-hmm. Check it out on YouTube.
Who won that shit?
Jonte.
For real?
Got him the fuck out of that. Neo, surprisingly, Neo was playing a lot of his.
Bro, Neo got hits, bro.
He got hits. He got some real big hits. But surprisingly, he decided to go with like a lot of what he wrote for people. Mm. He played some of his hits like Miss Independent and stuff like that. He played the one that he wrote for, I think, Beyonce. What was that?
Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable, right? He played that. He wrote for some major artists too.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, like
that's how he gets started in the game, you know. He was a writer first. You know what I mean? He write Mario, Let Me Love You.
Mm-hmm. He played that as well, too. I think he win that round.
Yeah.
You should let me love you.
Neo's pretty good.
Neo's a legend when it comes to songwriting.
That fabulous song, Make Me Better.
Make Me Better. He played that too. He had that too. But yeah, Jonte was killing him.
He also wrote Rihanna.
Umbrella.
Unfaithful.
Oh, Unfaithful.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he wrote that too. Mm-hmm. He wrote that too. Big ups to Neo. Shout out to Neo and Jonte. That was one of the best. That was one of the best Instagram live battles I've seen so far. Besides the Babyface. What do y'all? Any of y'all have the Baby?
It's solid. Doing things like that, boy.
Huh?
I say solid that they coming together and actually even doing
Yeah,
things.
Oh,
baby album.
oh, what that reminds me. Any y'all see the overdose in Sabas last night?
No.
The Clash, you know, see,
I see the why, but
moving right along,
overdose,
moving right along. Huh?
Sabas DJ now?
I was trying to figure out for myself. I was like,
They do me do that as a get off why, bro. But
I
it was
should.
a get off why, bro. Show you anyway. Ain't talk like that. Yeah, but yeah, it was just
Quarantine, fun in quarantine time.
go ahead.
they overdose, get toast or something like that. Your boy even make shirts, but
It was
he make
funny. Yeah, it was the little clips I saw. It was funny.
bro. He made actual website. You can go on this website right now, overdosegettoast.com or some shit like that. He's selling shirts, bro.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yo,
When you have that money, dog, like you could
Bro.
prepare some shit like that.
bro, that's what I was gonna say, but I was like, I really want to talk like for that days on this, bro.
I think
He is flexing, bro, because he ain't really had to do them type things, bro. He ain't no DJ. He had the same, but he was always making them songs. Never something happened in Nassau or whatever. The dude who's making them songs, he had the dude make the song on Overdose, but Overdose can't toast.
yeah, they was doing more like dub tracks.
Like dub wise, yeah, wow.
Oh, it was a dub plate. It was a sound clash battle.
Yeah, like dub play, like
So they had like artists like bigging them up, so they was playing dub plates basically.
right.
Oh yeah, Sabas have a lot of dub plates then because then he's bringing a lot of artists, so he had a whole slew of dub plates.
Yeah, he had some new ones too. He had some new ones for Overdose.
Yeah,
Like I said, him on but Get Toast, that was the biggest one. That was the one that everyone freaking out.
Who win it? Because I didn't stay to see who. I only saw clips.
I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know.
So no one know who win it.
No.
Shout out to Overdose. Shout out to Sabas. I guess.
Shout out to the quarantine thing.
Yeah, people just getting off, man. Quarantine, nothing better to do. Some good stuff to pass the time. What you all been getting into anyway, like passing the time? Like what changed from last week? Steve, nothing really.
I'm still getting away. Still in essential, so I'm still working, bro.
Hey, what is essential, bro? Like that's
people that need to work all the time, bro. That like their business goes down, like nurses, bro. Like you can't really close down the hospital or clinic, so they essential work.
Nothing is essential, bro. Everything is relative. Actually, I mean that don't even make sense. Everything is relative. Like
I guess.
Yeah.
What do you mean essential? Like anyway, well, whatever. Yeah.
Essential to society. It is relative, but they mean essential to society, bro.
Yeah, they
like
essentials.
A hospital would be the perfect example or the best example in policemen. You need them, bro. Just because it's quarantine don't mean police ain't supposed to be patrolling to make sure everything's straight, you know, them type of things. So essential to society. Whatever you feel like should be essential to society. So
I like how you summed that up. You look like you fighting corona crime with this police parade on.
bro,
Corona crime.
Fighting corona crime.
Bro, when you say that shit is, bro, that shit hit me, bro, because I be saying the same.
Hey, corona crime.
The war on corona.
But that's what I understand. This is what I understand. Like, why, all right, personally, if the airport's closed, what the fuck you doing to work? Like, what you doing there?
Bro, you have to be there. Well, in my case,
going through old flags.
You have to be there and like airport security because if it's an emergency flight, they gotta have people deal with the flight, bro. If it's a cargo flight, you gotta have people there to deal with that. You see what I'm saying? So that would make them essential workers in that case, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all going through people's bags, basically.
No, it ain't no. It ain't really no passenger. Like today, we had an emergency flight coming, but it's actually a guy that died over here, and they just brought his body back from Nassau. You see what I'm saying? So they had that people out there to deal with the plane when the plane come. Them type of things. Then we had some flights. We had flights on Monday where it was like some pregnant ladies had to get flown out to Nassau because they brought up baby stuff like that. So that's why we become essential at those type of times. Other times we just regular niggas, bro, sitting around waiting on something to do, rather be home but be awake, that type of thing.
Wait, you should lagging hard, you know. You on a 3G. Yeah, wait.
Well, I'm on
Blazing
Wi-Fi.
fast, 2G speeds. Blazing fast, 2G speeds.
I'm trying to get that radiation. So
I get dial up modem, mate.
Windows 98.
Ah,
I get dial up.
Yeah, that Windows 98 going on.
Oh, that's sick.
Let's
That's sick.
keep
That is.
let's keep it in the
Shout
realm of
out
music.
BTC for flipping Wi-Fi, bro. BTC, shout out Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Not go.
I see why then. I see what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, we know the vibes. Let's keep it in the realm of music though. Any of y'all check out the Baby album? I listened to it once. I wish I wish we still had CDs.
Out of 5.
No, but I wish we still had CDs. Like I miss the days just flinging them shit out the window. Just listen to me.
Gabaggio.
Listen to me.
Last week, bro. I told you last week I heard that song with him and
Yeah.
Young Boy. Like, bro, what is these dudes even saying, buddy? Like,
See, with me,
zero.
let me don't be vague in what I said. The album, like I think the Baby is a great artist.
How much you give it out of 5?
Out of 5, 2.5. I'd give it out
No.
2.5. 2.5. I'd give it. But I think the Baby is a great artist. For me, it's just like the timing for his music, and right now it ain't adding up because he's more of a fun club music type of guy. Like you can't look to the Baby music for lyrics or you know what I mean. Like he's more of a club banger. But who the fuck going to the club right now?
Yeah, he gotta come out in the summertime and shit like that.
And like I feel like from Suge come out, every album I heard from him was the same. From that,
He trying to stick to
like to me, all his records from the Suge sound the same.
I can agree.
Yeah,
Right.
he just ain't catching me.
2 quick points, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the Baby, you know how they say, if it ain't break, if it ain't break, don't try to fix it.
Fix it. That's his vibe.
All right. Now listen, that worked for him and it worked against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he brings out that first album, Kirk.
Right.
Is well received. People that like it, you know what I mean? It's almost like the Baby was a breath of fresh air just maybe 12 months ago, right?
Right.
Now, secondly, why it didn't work for him so much, the Baby kind of branded himself as a comical rapper.
Right.
So you have to see the video to catch that's like Sugar and Vibes and all them other videos of stuff that they banging and freaking out and have all the like how Suge video is with the suit on and he almost make himself a comical rapper.
Right.
So if you're seeing like him visually, you know what I mean? Like to equate with the amount of videos that he bringing up, you wouldn't really like take the, you know what I mean, his music because it's so repetitive and it sounds the same.
Same, yeah. Did you watch the Jump video? The Jump music video, him and NBA Youngboy.
Yes.
That video don't match the song at all. Like it's no.
Well, they say they had to improvise for quarantine,
right?
I mean, so they couldn't have girls over. They talk about it. It was on Hip Hop Radar DX, and they was actually talking about they had to cancel the video with people and stuff. That's why it was only. That was actually the camera people who was actually filling in them spots like that.
Yeah,
that you saw.
I gotta see that. Like, you could see in the video, like you get the sense in the video that they was trying to improvise.
Yeah.
But like for me, wrong timing. I think he could have hold off on this album and bring. Yeah, this was.
He want to push that single with Megan Thee Stallion because she hot right now. So I don't know. He have the second single is gonna be with Megan Thee Stallion and Ashanti.
Right, but the problem with their music is right now, even with Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, I think she could take advantage of like this TikTok phase right now we going through.
That's why he jump on her. That's why he have the single with her right now. This is second time using her on a single because his first album, the mixtape, actually had the song with her.
Song on it,
So if
right?
you remember with they had a song together, so they work pretty well together. And but like I say, they have they sampled the Shanti record, "Baby" from back in the day,
Yeah,
her
baby,
first
yeah.
album, "Baby, Baby, Baby." They sampled that shit, and he actually got her to come and re-sing it. So she was in the studio with them.
Hmm.
There was no, makeup record. So that's probably like the biggest record on
On
there
that, yeah.
for him. So he's kind of excited about that. So I don't know why his rush to
I
bring it out all
I
of a
don't.
sudden, but
To me, he could hold back on this album. The timing is solid
you
for it.
don't lose the wave though. That's one thing with you gotta keep it going whilst you kind of hot. You see what
But
I'm saying?
but he has to
Still
understand.
on the billboards.
I think he gotta understand too the type of artist he is. Like I say, he's like you said, he's a comical rapper. So
Mhm.
majority of his music could really bump in the club. Now I can see them trying to take advantage of this TikTok wave during quarantine, but n- not too much of his songs really could bounce from that.
Question for you. Speaking about the TikTok wave, how you feel? But
Drake,
your mans, your boys,
who's that? Who's that?
jumping on the 2C slide, selling 1 billion streams already off TikTok.
You know that boy is a
Feel
genius.
with that.
I tell you that's a genius move. That boy is a genius, but I don't like the song. I personally don't like the song.
I don't like song
It,
that much either, but
it was a genius move though, and we
That's a
know Drake.
cheesy move, Roy. He had to do that, babe.
But we know Drake. Drake is a cheese ball.
Yeah.
Like
He had to do that though.
we know Drake is a cheese ball. Like I tell them on the last podcast, I think Drake graduate from trying to jump on these waves. Like he at a level now where he don't have to be a part of the wave. And I think the reason why he released this song was to jump on this TikTok era.
That's what I didn't like. That's why I don't particularly like the song because I actually feel he make it to actually put it on TikTok.
TikTok, right?
TikTok is just really songs with people kind of like over time because it's saying stupid shit or
Right.
you know what
But
I mean, something
yeah,
cool or funny.
you gotta
He
understand.
actually make a dance for the shit, dog. Like
You
you know
gotta
what I mean? They're
understand.
taking away the fun from actually what TikToking is, but at the same time, like you say, it's a genius move because he don't have 1 billion streams, bro.
And that's why I saying yeah, because you gotta understand how TikTok works too. I think TikTok works with streaming. So the more they stream your music on that app,
He got 1 billion streams already.
exactly.
Little kids in Africa dancing to the song.
Yep. So we know what Drake.
Send him some money too.
We know what Drake do. Drake.
He send him some money.
Yeah. I actually heard he got a like when he posted it on their page.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot of people involved. A lot of people send donations down. They send money. They send clothes down there for them. That was great. That was great on his end of what he did for those kids.
God's
bro,
plan.
one he really give back, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know what? That same God's Plan video where he gave the little shorty and his mom some money. Actually, shorty I know personally, bro.
And
So that was
and to me the song was. Huh? Say again.
no, I say that was a serious little vibe how he dropped them bands on the little man and his old lady, bro.
And to me that song was great. Like I love the song. Again, I think the video was cheesy in terms of like we know. Yeah, the way he did it. Like I'm not the biggest fan of donating and hey, I got a camera, this is what I do.
Yeah, that's something different. But I mean,
I know his cause was bigger than that, but
Mhm.
it still has come off cheesy to me. You know, Drake is the cheese king at this point, but it is what it is.
See, they say he sleep on a $400,000 mattress.
The fuck. Well,
Yep, 400,000.
They be like it's mainstream moves and shit.
What the hell? That's peacock fetish. What type of mattress that is?
It's a block. They have a picture. It block. It have some
Some
right on Instagram.
I saw some pictures of the bedroom, like the bedroom, like they had like different shots of the actual house.
They say near the house, the embassy. Eh?
Yeah, that's some different shit right there.
You say his house is the embassy? Like he took over the embassy?
No, his house is called the embassy.
That's what he's calling it, the embassy.
Yeah, it's called the embassy.
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, it is the embassy. Yeah, in Toronto.
That's solid.
Yeah, solid grip. But like I said, the Tootsie Slide, to me, it was a good album. I mean, it was a good record. Sorry, good record. Good idea. I don't personally like it because I don't want to see that from Drake. Like,
yeah,
he making a dance song, talking like he gang banging, sliding up in niggas' neighborhood.
The beat and shit banging though.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song to me, but I just personally don't like the song.
Yeah.
But it's a really good. Yeah, it's a good record. I like the record.
What you thought about the first two?
The freestyle.
When to Say When and Chicago Freestyle.
The freestyle, yeah, I really like those. I like the freestyle.
Those bro, where the fuck are we at?
You was telling me that was the old freestyle. I never heard it. That was the first time I heard it.
Oh, me?
Yeah, that was the old freestyle. I think I remember you telling me that.
No, it wasn't old. I was saying how they have the video. They cut out they two whole songs, but in the video they merge them together.
Together, yeah, they two different songs.
Yeah, the whole Chicago Freestyle and the whole When to Say When. They cut them, so you can't really hear the whole full verse.
Right.
And what I was saying, he spits that's like the old Drake, like how he finish off the
that's
song.
What I'm gonna get into. Yeah, that's the Drake what I like.
They took it away. They took that part away, but it's actually pretty good. But we had a full version.
Yeah, man. Songs. Give me that old Drake any day. That old spitting Drake. Like I don't want to hear you like you gang banging.
Bro, how you feel about his song? This is the last song I heard from him before this 2C side was the War song. How you feel about that?
What's that?
The War song. You heard that?
I don't think I heard that.
Like rapping like he from the UK type of vibe almost.
No, I think I listened to that. I don't think I listened to that.
No, I like the video for the song. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's a song.
When you say some tic-tac-toe and all that?
Oh, it ain't nothing like that. But he have the little accent, but he ain't saying no tic-tac-toe type of vibe.
That's the same song.
That's the same song. Stephen Dawkins.
Hard or nothing
Steven,
like that.
That's it. Tic-tac-toe.
That's the flow that he used.
Yeah.
Get that from the UK guys.
Yes. Man's is doing, man's is that. Man's is this and man's is that. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Get out of here.
Produced the Top Boy. Did you see him producing Top Boy, the show? That's how they talk on that show. He dropped that swag.
Yeah, bro. I like Top Boy.
Everything about it is losing.
He lost, bro.
What y'all watching on Netflix now? Like what? Maybe some good shit to watch on Netflix.
I watch Ozark, bro. I don't know if you watching that. I'm watching Ozark right. Yeah.
Money Heist is pretty good.
I just finished the two of them.
So I on that Ozark right now.
I finished the two of them. I watching. Mice, you get a chance to watch the hip hop documentary, like Hip Hop Evolution on.
Yeah, I sure did.
The whole thing? I didn't get to finish it. I need to finish it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
I think I have an episode left. Huh?
He got good interviews on that shit. The Hip Hop Revolution. He has some good interviews on that, bro.
That was a well put together documentary.
Oh, too. If you get a chance to, I mean, just in honor of the whole 420 thing the other day. Just to put y'all up to notice, this is cool documentary on Netflix. It's called The Grass is Greener, and it's pretty good. It's actually showing music throughout the ages, throughout the time, and it also it has a little interesting twist on it. So it's showing it throughout the years, you know what I mean? Like why some people is make the music that they make, the influence, how it has helped some, how it break down some. So it was pretty good to see that they gone through like each era
From
of
music.
music. Yeah, so you get
Grass
to
is
check it out. Once again, it's called The Grass is Greener. It's a good ass documentary.
Well,
I
hear
mean,
that. I check that out.
put that in there for my students still.
Yeah, man, we gotta plug that in for your who. So let's get to it. Look, we could get to this.
The French and Kendrick.
Yes, we have to get into this. Like we can't let this slip. So over the weekend, I think weekend? Oh, that was 2 days ago, maybe. I think 2 days ago, French Montana did an interview on IG Live, and he made a statement, really taking up for himself, saying that he feels as though he's a really big artist and he has hits that could stand up to Kendrick Lamar. Now, everything spilled from that, and different artists, different people and different artists started to get involved. I think a beef from Young Thug sparked from that conversation. I don't want to get into much of that. What we have in front of us here.
They've been at beef though. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, that,
18 beef, but it's just catching up now. So
yeah, fuck all that. I ain't even trying to get into that.
Ooh, Young Thug in French?
Yeah, but yeah, we ain't getting into all that. Fuck that. When it comes down to hits, first of all, we have to set a categorization of what a hit is. See, if we're talking Billboard stats, are we talking anthems? Are classics included in these hits? Like, what is the stature when it comes to an hit? What are we talking when it comes to hit? Because, like I said, if we going off club bangers, yeah, French will get them in that. You know what I mean? French will basically smoke him in that. If we come in the club bangers and anthems. But when it comes to more hits and songs that like will stand the test of time, if we considering those hits, I don't think he can stand close to Kendrick Lamar at all. And let me just say this, just so everyone know, those two artists are on not the same level. Like Kendrick is a way bigger artist. He's a better artist, and that's not the discussion we have in here. We're talking about hits, solely hits. How do you all feel? And let me hear what you all categorize and hit the beat.
Well, for me, hits is like I say, if it's on the Billboard top 10, top 20, that's a hit. Or also,
see, when you're going off that, if you're going off that, there's no discussion, there's no conversation.
Yeah, also, how the songs resonate with the listeners, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's like say some songs that is club bangers, and then there's some songs that more deeper than that you wouldn't really hear in the club too much, but these still songs that you would play on your little daily melody or whatever the case may be, you know. So
like I was telling Mice earlier before we started, different places you at, those songs can hit different.
Yeah.
Because, like if you somewhere in LA, like I said, if you in LA at a Coachella and they play a good kid, they play a Mad City or let's say swimming pool next to Lockjaw, I think the crowd could cling more to Kendrick Lamar music. So he could get a better reception from the crowd. So that really depends on where you are too. But for me, personally, I going off billboards and would stand in the test of time as so classic. You know what I mean? Now, if we talking anthems, yes, I will give it to French.
Well, to me, a hit is how well the song is perceived. Not how much time it plays. Not how big it is, because then that's certification there. That's like the platinum stuff. That's why Kendrick would have more than French with the platinum songs. Now, let me say this. Kendrick makes music for you to hear the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
French really is make music. I just call it ignorance and loud bass. Not saying he's a dumb rapper, but that's his type of, you understand what I mean? Because he's almost
So
like his mindset, his music, his body of work would be way different than Kendrick.
So
You know what I'm saying? So hold up, peep me,
Yeah.
because with Kendrick could give you more low beats. Even if he do give you a hype one, it ain't gonna be hyper than what he saying. Like Humble is a good ass song, good ass beat, dunk, dunk, dunk. But what he was saying catch on way more than my left hook just went spiral. You understand what I mean? Compared to a French, I'm all the way up. You understand what I mean? Like what you hearing kind of is two different things. Kendrick really could give you, you know what I mean? You listening to lyrics with French, you can hear more beat, more, you know, when you happy, you just hear rhythm and beat. When you kind of low or depressed or just thinking, you can hear more lyrics and words. And that's what I feel Kendrick is provide. That's why his songs would be big, like the one with Rihanna, Love You. I mean, that's it's slow, you know what I mean? DNA, they good beats, but what he's saying even better. You understand what I mean?
So
French just have, like I say, loud bass.
Sipping on drink.
So
Exactly.
if we have the conversation in that light, then this whole topic is subjective because it's what you prefer. Rather than
what I prefer. You remember I say a hit is what is perceived.
Yeah, that's subjective because I could perceive something different. But numbers, that when it comes to hits, and what it's more than just numbers to me. You know what I mean? Because not every song that for me, not every song that let's say top Billboard still can be considered a hit because it stands the test of time as to say a classic. For me, that's what a hit is. Just not just the Billboard charts, but the standing of the test of time. Like how well will this record do? Even though it's a hit, how well would this record do 10 years down the line? That's what I feel like Kendrick have more of than French Montana, more so.
Yeah, definitely. Because French Montana, when he's saying like he's say, sipping on drink.
Not really.
You know?
They'll play French more and mix shows every day more than they play some Kendrick. Because you can slide a lot of French stuff in mix shows and DJs and clubs, and so you would hear a lot more French.
Yeah.
Really have maybe 4 songs that have like really hype beats that really get you the man down, where you from? That Humble,
that's Mad City.
Yeah,
Humble.
Good Kid, Mad City, Humble, DNA.
Mice, but if we go off like strictly hits.
I'm not going off hits.
No,
I'm going
okay.
off the set that's banging then.
Okay.
Then,
all right. Well, if we go off that, Good Kid, Mad City alone have like 7 tracks, like 7 records.
With banging, I agree, and that's the set that. But they're not RIA certified. Me and you like them. That's what I said. They hits for what we perceive it as. What else was good on Good Kid, Mad City? Like would you know what I mean? Like beat wise, like would like stay scheming beat.
Mm-hmm.
From you hear that shit start, dog.
And that's the difference. That's why I'm telling you here. Like a lot of French songs categorized as, to me, anthems. Like these songs would could play in the clubs. These songs with the DJs could lean towards when they're trying to get the crowd hype.
So French would be right at the end of the day.
To me, I still have to go with Kendrick. I still feel like Kendrick have more hits. Like if we going solely of hits, I feel like he have it.
Well, it comes down to how you started this whole discussion with, like you say, it's how you perceive a hit to be, what you perceive a hit to be, bro.
But then that's subjective. So it's personal at the point, like it's what you like.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. You already know French. You already know, like, he don't have as much hits per se as Kendrick, or like his wives don't bang, or like, you see what I'm saying? But that's him being subjective to his preference and what he feel like other people like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro. It's an opinionative thing, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Which I don't have a problem with him. Like, do your thing, bro. Like, you're supposed to feel like you're the shit as an artist, but let's be real when you're talking shit now.
Picking the wrong opponent.
You lost me with that one.
They're like two different realms for real, dog. I don't feel like he could call out Kendrick, but I see why he would have done it, because like he get the attention he's looking for, bro. See this shit?
Yeah. At the end of the day, like he do what he's supposed to do as an artist.
Yeah.
He do what he's supposed to do.
Vibes, dog.
Any of y'all got anything else? What else we got to talk about, man? I wanted to jump in on how y'all feel.
R.I.P. Fred the Godson.
Oh yes.
R.I.P.
Unfortunately, today was today, right? Reports came out that rapper and MC from New York City, Fred the Godson, had passed due to conditions of COVID-19. Just want to say prayers to his family, prayers to all his loved ones, families and friends. This shit is really, like, this really is starting to hit home in terms of the music industry, even in the sports world. Last week, I think Carl Anthony Town mom had passed from complications of COVID-19. Rest in peace to her. Prayers to the Carl Anthony Town family and friends. It's really sad. That leads me into our next segment. How do you all think just all the processes and all the, like, how's everything being handled in terms of COVID-19 by the environments they're creating, like the governments? Let me break it down a little more. Let me don't be vague with it. Like this week, I think they were giving out vouchers. The union workers' house, they were giving out. And this is in the Bahamas. They were giving out vouchers for people to, I think it's $100 vouchers maybe for people to be able to buy groceries to various stores and stuff like that. But in the manner that they organize these events, they were creating environments not enforcing social distancing. To me, I don't think it's conducive, and it's kind of counterproductive in terms of what we're trying to do in social distancing. Because every week I feel like an environment is being created that is enhancing maybe 200 to 300 people gathering up in one place. You know what I mean? Whether it be the food stores closing them for the entire weekend, and now on Monday, everyone out the house trying to get to the food store at one time. You know what I mean? It's creating environments that's counterproductive. I don't understand like what they need to do to put in place better ways to handle and better ways to go about getting these things done. Because for me, with you giving $100 voucher, I feel like they should be sent to people's account. Like, you have the information. Why are we still using paperwork to do everything over here? And to me, it makes no sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, this whole COVID-19 is something that I don't feel like no government was prepared for, especially not a government of like a third world country, bro. Like, you have to realize like I said to you the other day when we were talking about it, bro, like, we ain't as up to the time as other countries in the world, bro, especially our neighbors, America, bro. So this whole thing is a learning experience for everyone, dog. And the only way it can get better is if the people decide to adhere to the rules, bro. Like, if you know the social distancing situation or whatever the case may be, if they say, hey, come to the workhouse to come get your little stipend, your little check or whatever, you have to think about all type of different things, bro. And of course, people ain't gonna do that just because, one, the nature of how Bahamian people is. Two, everybody in a panic, bro. Ain't nobody want to get left out. If something sharing out, ain't nobody want to get left out. So of course, everyone gonna try to go the same time and stuff like that. So it just comes down to, like I say, the people being aware that, hey, I ain't the only person that gonna go try to get this type at the same time. Let me make sure I take my time or at least protect myself accordingly so that I can go and get the stipend, you know? Like I say, it's a learning experience, bro. Every day, learning something new about it, trying to see how you can make it better, stuff like that. We can't expect for it to get better overnight, bro.
And I know that I guess what I'm saying is the people that are in charge of the organization of these events have to do a better job, because you can't say to the people, like you said, come out, we got these $100 vouchers for you, and expect for the people to be organized.
Yeah.
You have to put things in place for that to happen. You know what I mean? You're looking to cause a melee. You're looking to cause a melee if you say, or you put out an announcement on Monday or Sunday night that, hey, we'll be giving out vouchers at this particular area tomorrow. Be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it be organized better for sure, but
and it's
like
not.
It's not. No, my bad.
It's not just really what's going on solely in COVID-19. Like I spoke on last week, like we shouldn't be at a place where we still have to go and physically put in our paperwork to get our car license. Like we should be able to fill out these information online. So the part of the reason of us being far behind or considered to be a third world country is because we place ourselves there. We refuse to move on and I guess better our knowledge in terms of technology. We refuse to do these things. It's sickening. And like the conversation me and you was having earlier this week about the homeless situation with they're arresting and charging homeless people. Like, bro, I understand what you're saying, but hurricanes, like we know there's a hurricane season, right? So things are put in place somewhat. But the notification of a hurricane normally is be 2 days. If you could put together shelters in 2 days, why this thing been going on for almost 2 months now? Why aren't there shelters? I mean,
bro, we still hurricane more than 2 days out now.
Huh?
I said we know about hurricane coming more than 2 days out.
Steven, we don't be exact on that because the hurricane could shift.
Yeah.
So basically, I looking at the time frame of certainty, like when we know for sure we're gonna be hit by a hurricane. Like we'll know one in the path of us, but you normally at max you probably have a week to prepare for a hurricane. Like it's going on 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to speak on it because I'm not sure 100% if they do have shelters for the homeless during this time. But I just think it's not right to charge homeless people because they don't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
I don't think, like you can't convince me that is right, but and that is just. That ain't just.
I'm not trying to sway you on that. Like I said, me and you, we personally talked about that earlier, so I won't talk about that. Mm-hmm. What I really want to talk about is, like I say, the government, bro, and like we have to be realistic about it, dog. Like us in the Bahamas, we don't have that much resources, and it ain't that people neglecting change, you know. It's just that to make changes, especially like technology changes, you need the resources, bro, and we just don't have them yet. You see what I'm saying? We don't have them yet.
Stephen, we don't have computers in this country. Like, see, y'all, this is what I hate, you know. Y'all just make us seem like we still swinging off trees.
No. We have computers. When I resources, I'm talking about dinero. moolah, l'argent.
Oh,
That's what I
come
thought.
on, come on, come
They
on,
talking about,
come on. The government and
bro.
different. Hold
All
on.
right.
Different
Yeah,
entities. How much money from Carnival start? How much money have they pumped into Carnival? Speaking of private entities and the government.
don't start me on
I,
the carnival.
no, but
Please,
answer the question.
bro. Please.
That's well over 5 million, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely
So
not a fan of the whole carnival thing. That ain't
yeah,
us, bro. We
that's
ain't
but
supposed to be doing
that's the
it for it is.
illustration that I given you.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
we pump our resources into what we want to pump them into.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like this country, like we pump our resources into shit what we want to. Carnival that brings no revenue to us in significance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To me,
But you have to
I don't see no need. I don't see no need for it besides having a good time. That's
yeah.
that's all.
Yeah. I don't bang with the carnival, bro, and I could run on with that for real because I really don't bang with that. But
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. We got that discussion one day.
another time. But bro, I feel like
But
the
don't
only
give me
way.
that bullshit, Steven. Don't give me that bullshit. But because this country have money.
Listen, bro. The only way I feel like I wouldn't say that they slacking off and bro, we really don't have that much bread because you have to look at it like how much bread we owe these other countries. But my thing is the only way I see that we would be progressing or we would progress in a pace that us, the younger generation, would like is if the younger generation was to have some serious power around here, bro. And you already know, like, our country run now by dudes from baby booming time, bro.
Shout
They,
out to
they ain't trying to change nothing, bro. They grow up knowing that 2 plus 2 is 4, and we put the 2 like this, or 10 plus 5 is 5, and we carry the 1 like this, and they ain't trying to figure out how to solve that no other way, bro. Because they know that way, see what they said, so that's how it is, bro.
that's a good point.
Until we can get these traditions out of the way, ain't nothing to change, bro. Because just like my I used to understand earlier, if it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? You see what I'm saying?
That's the Bahamian mindset.
Yeah, bro, that's how it is.
Change, like we afraid of change. Shout out to Tia Ebony, by the way. She was on the last podcast. She wasn't able to be here, but she made a great point on that last week. I think it's time now that we introduce some bright, innovative minds in powerful positions and positions that can help innovate and change, especially in different fields like technology in the Bahamas, which we don't have at this point.
Bro, what we need to do is these same traditionalists need to be more open, bro, because there are young people
we
that
can't
are
because too much
influence, you know.
Too much old fucks. We can't. That's the problem, Steven. We can't because these I mean,
like I say, it's young people around that can be an influence, but like I say, as long as there's traditionalists, bro, and like you know how they is, bro. Like I say, if they find it out like this and this how it working, they ain't trying to change it, bro. And then another thing too, another reason why it's always a disconnect or whatever is because the younger generation don't really know how to say approach the traditionalists, how they wanna how can I say this? They don't really know how to approach traditionalists to say, hey, this is what we need to do. Just try and listen to us. This is the plan. If it don't work, then we can try this or this and this and that. You see what they saying? Everyone is just how we talking about it now. We talk with old people like, really old people don't care. They don't listen. Woo, woo, woo. But there ain't really too much people really willing to sit down and put together a plan and really present to these people to say, hey, this is what we need to do. These are the pros and cons. You see what I'm saying? So
we need to create more platforms. We got to create more platforms and more environments to be able to do that. That's what us as the younger generation need to do. And let me disclaimer, just to say this and put this out there. This is not a political podcast at all. Like I don't even want to get on. I don't even want to get on politics. The only reason why I brought this topic up is because, like, seeing every week they're telling us to stay inside, but yet still putting us in harm's way by having 200 to 300 people stand outside the grocery store every week.
Yeah, but then all right. With all of that said, like Steve say, this the first time we really experiencing or going through anything like this. So I was upset pretty much myself because I was like, why it seemed like they forcing people to get sick. Like if we be shut down 5 days, then they open up one day,
2 days.
and then all the people crowd to one spot. Like the other day, they only had one Scotia Bank open, bro. That was Jerome Avenue. I had to
Yeah.
take my lady there.
Yeah.
So other people was there. You understand, man? So this is my thing. I was like, why they doing it like that? But you see, like how they had the press conference today, and they show them graphs
Mm-hmm.
and them charts and them that's how they just get the numbers, right? So they need to put like the statistics or the like the we need to be out there to like make the graphs then, because then
Bro,
they
this
can know
bro,
how to no I mean then they can know how to gauge how much more cases we can have, or you understand what I mean? So it's almost like a waiting game, bro. Like we waiting on numbers,
Numbers. Yeah.
but then yet at the same time the economy taking a
A
hit.
lick, like a
So
big lick.
they trying to slide like certain things open to get it back to a state of normalcy.
Normalcy. Yeah.
But before they actually do that, we have to like test it first. So it's almost like we as tests
Like guinea pigs.
dummies almost. Because like me and you was talking earlier, you were saying it could kind of change the whole concept of what we is do, as far as how much people in your store, how
Right.
much people on the line at Bamboo,
Right.
how much,
mm,
you understand what I mean?
Like
So
you could go anywhere and meet a line.
right, like this will almost be the new normal. But
Right.
with that said, you see how the first couple of weeks it was really bad, like with the food store schedule name, and even as simple as the vultures. The first day they introduced the vultures.
Right.
All right, now you notice 2 days after that, you notice the food stores now,
Yeah. They did simmering down a little bit.
it simmered down. You understand what I mean?
But
It kind of
I think what created that cluster is because
the
that
fear of not knowing.
no,
I
that
get,
period when we started the weekend lockdown. I don't know,
mm,
someone camera getting reception like it lagging. But that's the weekend when we started the lockdowns. Right after that, I think it was the big holiday weekend.
yeah.
So after that weekend lockdown, people only had 2 to 3 days to shop. And that's what created that big clutter of people trying to like get everything done before Wednesday. Because
And then
they basically only had Monday, Tuesday, half of Wednesday.
yeah, and then another reason for that too is because Bahamian people, I hate to say it, but we's last minute people, bro.
We
Like
know that. We know that from the
this is
break.
why for like you say, it's about to be 2 months. Like why people still waiting until the last day of the week before it's a shutdown on the weekend to try to go to the shop, bro. Like why you gotta go to the shop every week, bro? I
Yeah,
mean, I mean,
like
no, the shops that mean really have nothing right now because everybody
Because
going to the shop. They
certain
just go to
people
the
ain't
shop.
like me and you, bro, and certain people have to go to the shop for everything they cook because they get budgeted a lot more better that way.
but you have people
Understand what I mean?
you have people now eating 2 and 3 meat once like
I
one dinner.
understand that, right?
Like
But
they cooking 2 and 3 meat.
what about the people who don't have nowhere to put the meat? They have to buy that meat and cook that one time. They don't have no fridge, no cream, no milk and things like that because you don't have no fridge to put these things in. So every time you do go to the food store, it will be for a meal that you're preparing right there at that same time.
Mhm.
And like me and you would have, we could save and left over. You don't know how ghetto
I,
people eat. Like
I,
every meal is accounted for, bro. Like it easier that way. If we buy 2 weeks worth of grocery, not my house, but ghetto people, they'll be done by Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, because that's what they doing. Like I said, they cooking 2 and 3 meat one time. Like
So
they ain't proportioning out their meals.
so they rather go every time to get that 3 pound of chicken, that craft one time. You understand what I mean? Instead of like buying a cake, they rather just get that one. You
yeah,
understand
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. That's why I say things gotta change, bro, and that's the only way you can get better, bro. Like we have to everybody have to like really look at the situation a little more serious and learn from it, bro. Like, you know, like I said, I really know it catch everybody off guard, but it could definitely be handled differently from society, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's I think that's one of the major issues is the citizens ain't taking it as serious as they should.
Really not, bro. They really not.
But we know how to go. Like we know how Bahamians go. We don't listen. Nothing ever be taken seriously. Nothing.
Bro, it's gonna be worse, bro, especially in Nassau where you have more than half of the whole Bahamian population living.
Next question. Next question I had to ask. How long do you all think we'll be down in the economy? In terms of just this country. Not even talking like America or around the world. This country.
Down as in like how far down? Because we can be hitting that next year, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the timeline y'all would give?
I'd say yeah, bro. Especially if this wide flare up in the fall time, I say that not a year, bro. Like next summer, things will start really getting back to normal. What we say is normal or whatever.
What do you think, Mice? Me personally, I would say I'd say like maybe winter 22. Like for everything to be back to what it's supposed to be, like how it was. Winter 22.
I'd hate to see that, bro. I'd hate, bro.
Late next year when they have the vaccine, because they ain't gonna have it this summer. And like Dr. Fauci said, it could take about 15 months, 13 to 15 months from last week for them to actually get a vaccine that works and they could actually start giving to people. But as far as that, it decreasing now, but they saying we gonna have another spike in the fall.
We got another spike for truth.
So that's why they feeling like they could start. I don't know if you all saw the whole phases. What they starting to do? Phase one.
Phase one. I think Trump introduced the phase. Yeah.
Right. So maybe for the next pod, we could probably. I don't know. I feel our government will start to implement some of those same stuff.
I
like the copy.
I all feel about them starting in Atlanta.
I tell you, you have to try something, Roy. You can't just sit in the house, but you could be prisoners forever.
Atlanta, though. And look at the barbershops and hair salons. Come on.
That was a bad move. They say barbers and beauty shops should be last. That's too early.
Exactly.
That's too much of a direct contact. You see how I look, bro? I ain't been in.
So they said tattoo parlor. What? Are you opening up a tattoo shop? Like, really? So, niggas do all of it like that, bro.
I disagree with certain things, but I also agree with certain things. Got to start fluctuating a little bit.
I do. I ain't against that, but it's how they doing it and where they're doing it. Because, like I said, last week Friday, I think they opened up the beach in North Florida. Why out of all the places you open up the beach? That don't make no sense.
Hey, but you understand what they tell you? They still testing.
I understand
so that's why they testing if the beach okay. They testing to see if.
But my point, Mike's the wrong. They testing the wrong areas. Like they testing the reason why Florida. You know why the reason why Florida I think spread the way it did is because the time when the coronavirus hit the United States, that was spring break. Where everyone is being spring break, South Beach, New Orleans, you know what I mean? California, these places where people just go to party. Those are the places that get hit the hardest. So if you force them back open prematurely, what you think will happen? They gonna have an early wave. To me, that's how it look. Like they gonna have an early wave, and they just really trying to recover.
Put the virus in there. You gotta put the virus within the virus community to see how it can pan out though. Now they thinking about it. They know certain people gonna die in those. Statistically, some people just could be stats for this coronavirus. So and they quite prepared. They quite prepared with the mortality rate that they feel, you know what I mean, was gonna happen.
Between 2 to 4%.
So with that being said, you know what I mean, they gotta take small steps, and I guess, like I say, every state doing something different, but it's weird. Like New York don't have the barber and stuff open,
No,
and New York don't have the beach open.
New
But
York have.
then Florida have the beach open, and Atlanta have the barber open. So you understand what I mean? Like each state trying something. Like
Let me see if I can look it up. But I know they was doing it. I know the phases. They were starting it off phase one, and I think maybe like mid midsummer, and depending on how well it do, they could open up phase two.
same thing here. I've been to Wendy's here locally. I've been to Wendy's maybe 2 days ago, right here in the east. You know how they have Wendy's totally set up different now.
Mm.
Like when you go in, you gotta wait to the door. Like they only is allow like 6 people or 8 people in Wendy's at one time if you going inside. You can't sit down or nothing.
Right.
But like you order and then you wait to the table and then someone bring you your order.
Mm-hmm. I
You
ain't been.
understand what I mean? So
I ain't been eating no fast food.
but I know, but I'm just saying like certain places making preparations now,
Mm.
like where they getting this social distancing thing, you know what I mean?
They adopting the social distancing guidelines or stuff.
Right.
That's how I do.
So if you practicing it now, like you say, this could be the new normal. We can have
Exactly.
it. So, like I say, I give you the example with the sports arenas or little spaces or whatever. You'll just have to make sure everybody, slowly but surely, you'll have to make sure everybody space out and wearing a mask.
All right.
You know what I
Bro,
mean? Mask could be the new norm.
I was just
Yeah.
saying the same thing. Like that could be cheapest you stock up on your mask now.
So you could get a ugly girl, they ain't got no now.
Hey, but I'm
so huh?
I say I mean the backtrack, but that's what I saying too, bro. It can really come down to society and the citizens of where you live in, bro. Because the humans, the citizens need to know that, bro. Just because they say the beach open up today, don't mean everyone going on the beach today, bro. Like we know everybody tired.
Steven,
you gotta be smarter than that.
Davies, that's the problem with you missing. Everyone ain't like me and you. Some people looking and sitting out there. You ever see the meme with the girl standing up by the window?
Yeah, bro.
Some people at their window every day like this, waiting.
Waiting to go back.
So you creating the disaster. That's my point. But it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we can't keep the beach closed till December, right?
Yeah, you can't keep. I mean, they could, but they don't.
They could, but I mean, you gotta slowly but surely try starting the beach, bro. Even if you open one beach.
I wouldn't start with the beach.
I wouldn't start with the beach neither. But I'm saying all these things you have to eventually.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But that's what I'm not saying. I'm saying that what I'm saying is they starting off like in the worst places. Like they starting off at the extremities. That's like saying
tattoo shop.
How you want them to start?
You think how you
want them to start?
You think it would make sense for them to start with, okay, let's go back into sports. Let's start to let 20,000 people back in the arenas.
No, I don't agree with sports.
Okay, so how you think the beaches will look? Beaches look the same way. They have about each beach you go on probably on Florida on a good day could have up to about, I would say, about 10,000 people, depending on how South Beach looking that day.
There's a lot of people out there.
Exactly.
That's a big destination out there.
And we heading around Memorial time too, like Memorial weekend. Come on.
I don't think the beach open up during Memorial weekend.
It's a tryout.
That would not be
They have to try it. It's a tryout. Why you think wrestling's still going on? That's the only sport they trying it because them dudes. If everyone tested and they could fight by themselves with no audience to still make money, there's the tryout for the sports, Huh? Like I tell you, everything is a tryout process. You won't believe WWE is a tryout for the sports, bro. Mm-hmm. To see if they could actually work it like that where LeBron and them could play. If everyone tested and everyone clear in the gym with no fans and just They
Had
rather it like that, bro. So that's
had they
literally,
But we had they not have any cases of COVID-19 in the NBA, that's how it would have been. I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have postponed the season if they didn't have cases. Like,
yeah. Yeah, because then it would have been the fair, the fans then. It wouldn't have been because in the NBA would have it.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
Yeah.
it would have been them playing like that right now. I don't think
Some,
they would have postponed.
But then it would have been a battle because then LeBron them, don't forget, he start off saying he didn't know the severity of it yet. And
Yeah,
he was saying
but
they ain't
PR,
playing without fans.
but PR come touch him. PR touch him, and a week later he changed his mouth.
better change your mouth, bro, because there's
He
some
changed his
serious
mouth
shit.
quick.
Yeah,
It's
so
serious.
and even now, I ain't think niggas go on play. Honestly,
Bro,
I
it's just
think none of them NBA dudes certain
that'd be like
dudes don't want to play, bro.
They won't play. You don't think Braun won't play?
Certain dudes don't want to play, bro.
they want to play, but
Yeah.
You think Carl Anthony Towns want to play?
No.
well, that's
You
different, bro.
understand? You think anyone who knows his mommy want to play?
Like how you can call him, bro? Like this old lady died for no. How do you want to play?
What do you think? What do you think about? What do you think about them potentially wanting to trade? What's his name? Donovan Mitchell and or Rudy Gobert because of this whole chemistry issue they feel like the team have now because of that situation. I think
I
they
feel
take.
that's gonna
It's like
happen.
proportion, bro.
That's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
I think personally they taking that out of proportion because, I mean, I know Rudy Gobert was a little, he was a little immature with it, but
Mm.
it's not like it was his fault to say that he had COVID-19. Like that's that's like the flu. Like you could walk
Man,
us, you could
he
walk
didn't even
outside into a room full of people and potentially catch the flu. You know what I mean?
feel like it got that way because of the media, bro. You know, the media always writing these different stories and what's not, and they always blowing shit up. So
Right.
if the media, oh, he had this and he knew, and that caused Donovan Mitchell them feel some type of way, then they can run with that shit, dog. They can run with that shit, even though it might not have gone like that. You see what I'm saying? They can run with that shit unless we hit on documentary, watch on documentary, but we're really gone now.
You like the trade, the Gronkowski trade?
Gronkowski,
Yeah.
I thought that nigga stopped playing in the NFL.
Yeah, but he got traded. He still was basically on the roster for the Patriots. How you feel about that, Mice?
I didn't even know that.
It's a KG move, but he didn't want to play for the Patriots no more, so he threatened them to retire.
Mm.
And he unretired to play with Tom Brady. That's some liking my shit, but I mean,
He got traded to Tampa Bay.
I don't understand white boy humor and think too much. I mean, I don't know what they, but he feel they is a better team together that way. So whatever.
So he played for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he playing for Tampa. Well, I just didn't like how he take OJ Howard job because he
Yeah.
was just a rookie like 2 years ago, and he was a high draft pick, and he had a good season last year with Tampa Bay.
Big, right.
Now you have to get trade to a different team because Tom Brady boy come in. Like, I just kill a young nigga dream a little bit. Gronk done a whole lot and win 3 rings.
That's what I was saying. I didn't see the point of it. Like I didn't see the point of it. I think it was a comfortability thing.
But then don't forget WWE headquarters is in Florida and Gronk is in the WWE now. He's a wrestler.
He really is a wrestler. Like he really on that the wrestlers.
He just fight WrestleMania.
I don't watch wrestling, Mice. It's not long I watch wrestling.
Well, I mean, it's just a part of the entertainment report or whatever. But
Yeah.
he they set it up so he could win his match or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, he works out in Florida, same time for the WWE. So Tampa Bay is right there in Florida.
Yeah.
So I guess it was kind of, and then he had a year off. Marshawn Lynch took a year off, so
Yeah,
I didn't see the point.
NFL players weird, but they could take like a year or 2 off. but not so much basketball.
Basketball players, yeah. I didn't see the sense in that to me.
Yeah, too. You just forget, but damn, like Jamal Crawford, I don't think he's ever gonna get picked up no more.
I don't know. You could forget that. He like
No,
40. He like 42, right?
Yeah, he should be.
he playing in Big Tree.
But
That's what he can do.
you understand what I mean? Like once you kind of like decline a little bit, you
Right.
gotta be, you know what I mean? That's a wrap, pretty much. So he may come back and have a good year for Brady.
Who, J.R. Smith?
Nah,
How you get on J.R. Smith?
No, you're saying because he ain't in the league. So I'm saying what y'all think about him coming back to the league.
JR? I think he might have a chance. Maybe next year. I ain't too sure on him. I don't feel like teams need him.
I think Braun sit him out just for that dumb play. Like sit him out for a year. Like that was his punishment. Like you suspended for a year for that dumb play, dog. Like you cost us. Like,
that was like 2 years ago. Though. Why you think he still
ain't been in the league since then?
Hey, y'all got to do JR a little better than that, bud.
No, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
After LeBron said he got to be the dumbest nigga ever, boy, all the coaches agree with him.
Well, I don't know.
He ain't had a job since.
So you think that's it for him then?
Lock on.
I don't see him fitting with no team.
No, Braun
I
got
just
a
want to
house.
ask you where he could go.
Yeah, I don't see him fitting with no other team.
I hear in the league now they talking about Giannis getting traded to the Warriors next summer.
That's just hype.
Yeah, bullshit.
That's
I wouldn't go there.
That Milwaukee franchise, they watching Jordan documentary just like us. They ain't gonna let Giannis go nowhere. They got boys him at the door.
Hypothetically, it would be a good fit though. Like that would be a good fit for them.
We always do what ifs, Ken, right?
Yeah, but the style of play, like his style of play would fit good with.
Agreed.
With the shooters in Golden State.
Agreed. It still wouldn't be better than when Durant was there.
Oh no, for sure. You can't class that. You can't class that.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Yeah. Y'all get anything else?
For sure. We don't have nothing, dog. We up on the list.
What else y'all got, man? I ready to get out of here. On my box on.
Yeah. Same set. Hey,
yeah,
wrap up for the next one. Jen, switch this camera. I know what I do.
You saw it, though. You still short. Anyway, guys, great part today. Mice, I'll give you the MVP. You made a lot of great points. You carried the team. 15 points, 10 assists. You're looking good.
It's the first time I'm trying this whole little Zoom thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, though.
Actually get on it and, actually try it.
Right. Once again,
it's good to reach out.
Yeah, once again, like to thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for being here with us. This is the second episode of the 2for2 podcast. There's many more to come. We appreciate you on this journey with us. I hope you stay there. Shout out to everybody that listened. Shout out to everybody that will tune in, that will tune in for the first time and the last time. Yeah, this is a great board, guys. I'm with it.
Be safe.
Sure.
Yep. Everybody be safe out there. Just try to preserve yourself and try to take precautions. Keep yourself healthy. You know what I mean? Try to keep yourself safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. 6 feet apart. All that good stuff.
Most importantly, be smart.
Yeah, just be smart about it, man. Like, just take this thing serious. What's that? What you say?
Yeah, that's the most important thing right there, to be smart. Use your comments, so it ain't that common still.
Yeah, it ain't that common nowadays, but you got to use it. You got to find it somewhere. Find it somewhere and use it, buddy, because it's some serious shit. But, yeah, like I said, great pod, guys. We out here.